Michael Alago. I was a record executive, A&R record executive for about 25 years. I've worked with everyone from Metallica to Nina Simone, and today, here I am, getting ready to interview the fabulous Donny McCaslin. I had read that you started performing with your dad when you were about 12 years old.
Yes.
So was it always about the saxophone, or did you think about playing bass or guitar at that age?
My entry to music was John Philip Sousa.
Uh-huh.
Listening to the marching band stuff. Somehow had this old bugle in my bedroom and I would just play along with John Philip Sousa. But at a certain point, I made an impulsive decision to start playing saxophone. And looking back, I know it's because the guy I had grown up seeing in his band was a hippie. I looked in the bell of his horn one time, pool of condensation with a cigarette butt floating in the middle of it. I mean, you look like, that's really gross.
Absolutely.
But at that time, I'm like, man, how
so
cool.
Dude,
right,
that's
exactly. So
cool,
man.
Of course.
That's, saxophone,
yeah.
man. Yeah. That's it.
From a very young age, you worked with a wide variety of artists, and too many to probably go through in an interview, but I very specifically wanted to know about working with Gil Evans.
Well, I used to come to New York on spring break, and so one of the things we would do would be to go down and hear Gil Evans Monday night at Sweet Basil, where they had this residency for years and years. I eventually moved to New York and was freelancing, playing with a lot of different people, and that included doing some gigs with his band. More recently, I've been working in this group called the Gil Evans Project, where there's a young man, Ryan Truesdale, went through all of Gil's manuscript and recorded some of the stuff that had never seen the light of day.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, so I do that once a year. The music is extraordinary.
I only came across you because of my love for David Bowie. And I went to the first Diamond Dogs tour at the Madison Square Garden in 1974, and that was my first exposure to him. And since then, he was like a god to me. So how did you feel once you knew you got the gig?
I'm remembering when I saw the email. You said something really, touching, like, it would mean the world to me to record 2 or 3 songs with you and your band. He had this way of writing these emails that were very succinct, but just packed with...
Absolutely. He was no nonsense. I think he was someone from the get-go who always knew what he wanted to do in his career, whether it was Ziggy Stardust, whether it was Station to Station, The Man Who Fell to Earth, Let's Dance, and those fabulous last 2 records, The Next Day and Blackstar.
Yeah.
So how did you feel when he passed away?
We were just about to start our first run at the Village Vanguard. Potentially he was going to come sit in with us, unannounced, of course. And but we were going to do like Lazarus and 'Tis a Pity live,
Those 5 shows that I just saw of yours at the Village Vanguard, and your band performed Lazarus. I was in heaven. Wow. Extraordinary. In October of 2018, you put out this record, Blow. Very different. Very different. Some people say it's an art pop record. It's out there. I love it.
I wanted to explore the idea of vocals more. Still, though, it was like a very unclear path, because I'm used to writing instrumental music where I'm the lead. I'm the lead singer, basically. So I'm now, okay, what is it going to look like? What's the role of the vocalist going to look like? And that, as I got further down the path, it became clear, but it was a journey that was not without its moments of being fraught with like, you know, where is this going? You know, is this going to work? What's my role going to be? In a way, I almost put that to the side and really just gave myself over to like, this is about the song. I often say that it was like going on a trip without a GPS or a map. And I thought about a conversation I'd had with David at one point, where he essentially said, you know that you're onto something when you're uncomfortable. You know, there's a certain amount of like, you know, courage and fearlessness that you have to go forward with. And also just like, fuck it, this is what I'm hearing, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going for, this is what is meaningful, this is why I'm a musician, this is why I'm an artist. Because I want that feeling I had when I listened to Highway to Hell for the first time.
Yes, sir.
Bon Scott. You know, when I was
sounded like nothing
10
else.
years old or whatever. You know, where it's just
I might
captivates
have been 14.
you. Okay. Where it captivates you, and I think, and this direction with vocals and this new thing that I'm into, it feels like that to me.
How marvelous to talk to you today.
Oh,
I
my pleasure.
so enjoyed this, getting
pleasure.
to know you a little better, and there's so much stuff coming up for you. I hear you're going to the Netherlands for a couple of nights. Are you working with an orchestra there?
I'm working with the Metropole Orchestra in the Netherlands, and they've arranged a bunch of music from Below, plus a couple new pieces, and plus a couple of David's pieces.
Oh, this sounds exciting.
And we're gonna play all this music, premiere this new sort of vision of Below about a week from now in the Netherlands.
Isn't that marvelous?
It's great. So
it sounds like you're doing something not experimental, but as you continue to grow as an artist and making that album blow, it sounds like this performance at Brick is going to be something special and different as well.
It is, and it's the beginning of this new chapter with visuals, and it's going to continue to develop. And you know, we're already sort of mapping out ideas to unveil over time, as well as working on new music to unveil as part of this. So it's a lot going on, but it's really exciting.